In Dune Part 2, Paul Atreides fulfills his destiny and becomes the Quetzal's Haderach. The movie isn't just about him. It also highlights his friends and allies. Some characters face their end, while others begin new journeys or seek revenge. Each character has a unique story, making the film a huge hit. Welcome to the CineWizard. Today, we will explore the fate of each main character at the end of Dune Part 2. But first, we have exciting news. Dune 3 is already in the works, but it might surprise you. While the first two movies followed Paul Atreides' rise to power, the third will be based on Dune Messiah. Director Denis Villeneuve has kept true to the original stories but made some changes for the films. In Dune Messiah, Paul is already emperor, and the story focuses on the rule and relationships. New characters like Leto Atreides II and Edric of Guild Navigators will be introduced. These changes might surprise viewers expecting the third movie to continue Paul's journey. Now let's see what happened to the main characters at the end of the Dune Part 2.
The life debt has been paid. Spare my father now and I will be your willing bride. The throne will be yours.
Alia Atreides played a small role in Dune Part 2, even though she was only seen as an unborn baby and in a vision of her grown-up self. Her presence mattered a lot. She helped Paul realize his destiny as the Lisan al-Ghaib by revealing his Har Conan heritage. This made him accept his role as the Quetzal's Haderach. This revelation led to House Atreides gaining power over the Empire. Alia's actions also sparked the Holy War, which Paul led to secure his position. However, Alia didn't know what would happen next.
My dearest brother, you are not prepared for what is to come.
Gurney spent a lot of time on Arrakis as a smuggler. When he found out Paul was alive, he wanted revenge. His actions helped Paul become the Messiah the Fremen were waiting for. This changed Paul's personality a lot, turning him into a powerful warlord. But Gurney's actions also had good results. During the attack on Arrakeen, he faced Glossu Rabban, whom he had wanted to confront for a long time. Gurney showed why he was one of the best warriors by quickly defeating Rabban. He got to personally avenge House Atreides by killing a Har Conan and seeing Paul become emperor.
The life debt has been paid. Spare my father now and I will be your willing bride. The throne will be yours.
Stilgar's story in the movie ends sadly. He used to be the leader of the Northern Fremen, known for his wisdom and toughness. But as the movie progresses, he becomes overly devoted to the prophecy of the Lisan al-Ghaib. Stilgar goes from being a strong leader to a follower of Paul. However, this devotion earns him respect and power among his people. Paul sees Stilgar as his closest ally among the Fremen and allows him to live, breaking tradition. By the end, Stilgar leads the Fremen forces into battle, inspired by their shared faith in Paul.
Lead them to paradise.
In Dune Part 2, Emperor Shadam IV suffers a big loss. He feared Duke Leto's growing popularity, which led him to support the Har Conan attack on House Atreides. But in the end, it wasn't Leto who overthrew him, but Leto's son Paul. Shadam's actions caused Paul's anger, leading to the Battle of Arrakeen. Shadam had to give up his empire and watch his daughter marry someone he despised. He lost his power, his family, and his dignity because he couldn't control his inner fears.
As a servant of the Imperium, you will bow at my feet.
The most hated character in the movies is Baron Harkonnen. He caused the deaths of Duke Leto and many others from House Atreides. He also attacked the Fremen cruelly. But surprisingly, he is related to Paul. Lady Jessica is his daughter. Paul uses this information to defeat him and take control of Arrakis. At one point, the Emperor is angry at Baron Harkonnen for failing to kill Muad'Dib. That's when Paul arrives and kills him. In Dune Part 2, Rabban is known as the Beast. He attacks the Fremen fiercely but without any plan. he loses control of Arrakis to his brother, Feyd, who then hurts him to make sure he stays loyal. During the final battle, Rabban tries to escape but is stopped by Gurney Halleck. Despite having no new skills, Rabban fights and is quickly defeated and killed by Gurney. This brings the Harkonnens closer to being wiped out. Feyd was promised the throne by his uncle, Baron Harkonnen, if he proved himself worthy. He had the skills and cruelty to do so, but his fate was cruel. Everyone who stood in his way was gone, except Paul Atreides. If Feyd had killed Paul, he would have married Princess Irulan and led by Harkonnen Empire. But Paul killed him, ending his dreams.
Listen, Argaib!
Jessica found a new role among the Fremen after the Harkonnen attack. They needed a new Reverend Mother, and Jessica, with her being Gesserit training and being the mother of the Lisan al-Gaib, was perfect for the job. The process unlocked her ancestral memories, but also made her daughter an abomination. Jessica guided Paul in embracing his power as the Kwisatz Haderach. However, he played a part in changing his personality to fit the role of a savior. She watched as Paul began his holy war to conquer the galaxy.
Only one step remains and you will become the Kwisatz Haderach.
Chani had a clear vision of where things were heading. She feared Paul would lose himself to his role as Lisan al-Gaib, and sadly, she was right. The Paul who claimed the throne and married Princess Irulan was not the same person she loved. He had become consumed by power after embracing his destiny as the Kwisatz Haderach. Chani decided to stay on Arrakis while Paul waged war with his followers. She was left alone on the planet, but her determination remained strong, despite her sorrow and isolation. Paul's story is both grand and sad. He avenged his father and took control of the Empire after defeating Feyd-Rautha. But this victory changed him. He resisted his role as the Lisan al-Gaib, not wanting to be worshipped. However, circumstances pushed him towards embracing his destiny, and when he did, he changed completely. He became a conqueror willing to spill blood for power. This transformation cost him Chani and his true self. Dune Part 2 portrays a tale of triumph and loss. Characters like Paul, Jessica, and Chani undergo profound changes as they navigate their destinies. While some find redemption, others face tragic fates. The film's themes of power, destiny, and sacrifice resonate as characters grapple with their roles in shaping the universe's future. For more videos, subscribe to the Cine Wizard and turn on notifications.